다 강사게 다도 따에 지기다 생인데 지기다 싸워대요. 풍부랑이 주반제에 제가 참으시리 지고래. 다시 풍부와 강사 미다야도 풍부가错了 때문에 다와서 다시랑이 주반제 뭐 예배 온게 될다가 다시랑이 주반제 부요.
So the Rinpoche has explained the kind of the attitude of the mind which establishes the true existence with respect to the person, the self of the person. Then the root cause of these also lies the subtle nature of the subtle nature of the mind which establishes true existence of the mental and physical aggregate.
오늘 건사게 다음에 또 발라 취지 다음에 또 고르베스는 또 비첩스고 말해. 오늘 건사게 딩도 전에 건사게 다음에 혼도 그래. 오늘 풍부 딩도 또 전에는 오늘 풍부 다음에 또 그래. 군이 차라매 봐이자 가르토라 공부도 또 그래.
So it doesn't mean that the understanding of the selflessness of the person must be preceded by the understanding of the selflessness of the phenomena. Since the two are exactly the same, there's no difference as far as the subtlety of the emptiness is concerned. So whatever that one engages in meditation, so that one will be realized first.
지세 풍문진 여바 대세들랑한제 여소야디 풍부다든지 메제바까지 요요라 아니 만제 요레스 가자기든지 제가 가자기 다음에 홀로 또 차캔라 풍부단제 뇽도 지켜보고 요래다 이나들이 시체를 저버치도 깨쳐를 알리고야 시장 매워다 이네 만제요는 양 레레레 지워인스 만제면 제보에는 나나 삼바제 나기인도 나도면도 다들 레준이 하고 먹고 거사니 렌데 하고 현지는 나기부 용화했던 도 개화제 디바빵 사중제 마랑 순도 그래 데려 후다보다 제가 지금 이는 다 지어지면 dindu chigre kholi tu thu mare da jege ok chewati khoy jure le june machine ji ne jebu yongbe che do rang je yin pham dibasa yojo chansong che kuma yin che ne ko gang yong che ne diba na zo sa ne jewa shima me son nu go ya ge le sa gre de yin za manze de khoy zawa yin lu de de da wonu manze 데르다 맞아 코에자와체 지기다티 코에자와체 다 코에자와 도버 제발라 간젠데 도고레 간젠 도고라 다음에 공고레 간젠베 제바테다 나메버 도베 토니에 도베 로니 부팅 게너리 토니에 공고이는 나라지 메바 공데버리 간젠게 나라지 주번세데요 코니 다 주리 게와
So the as it was said in the quotation, as long as that one misconceives the aggregates, the mental and physical aggregates, one from that then would misconceive the person. So therefore it shows the type of attitude that one always sort of then wishes for happiness for oneself, and then for that person that he could have two different sort of characters. One is that he knows one is that he knows the details of the need to do accumulation of a merit and also to do accumulation of purification. So then if he would engage in these, then it is possible that he might take a better migration, but still he is not completely liberated from the sickle of existence. And another type is that he because of that he does not have precise understanding of the law of karma. So on the basis of his attitude of grasping, he would then naturally engage a lot of unwholesome actions, and then this will then produce a lot of sufferings. So now the actual way of converting or eradicating this attitude of self-grasping is by engaging in the meditation on selflessness.
마진의 배차신 거야 되래 배차마신은 가보세요 공작엔 수인의 부수도 오지래 배차신 안에 내유 선충 매바니 대봉반에 너무 있어 간사기 단쟁 유세야로지. 도배 유세야로지. 유대 하고 그래. 노유, son유, 셴유, 조유, 유지요래. 나랑서 배나 다른 소용도 수수 내상 나라 나센서 수 강괴 나라야. 자라로 근으로 지어나 부모로 지자요나 지부도 지어나 들으선 지부 유지. 내래는 지부도 상로 통구요라는데 생기 통되기도 대지부집에 똑바래. 무슨 말이야? 똑바되게 대용도 제부 삼도 대지부 인삼부지요래. 마인바 넘버 제베고는 징이요래. 마인 지부 마인바 마제바 지부랑 세야요 말이야. 똑바라. 저는 또 똑바라 너무 대하게 지부 샤야 돼. 지부 돈지 샤르마도 지부 코론 샤르 말이야. 지부 코론 샤와 있는 데바로 미진로 지부 계속나 semle shade kinu gogro kigumarwa tuja sane songnang shade gogro.
So His Holiness says that there are a lot of details that one need to study precisely, and then all these different definitions could be understood. But then the type of object that comes to one's mind, there are many different types of objects. That one is the so-called appearing object to one's mind, and then another object is object to which one is very much attached to. And then for the first case, the object which appears to one's mind, then it is like that when you have left this morning from your house, then that you might have at your home certain objects like vases or like bells or like vajra, and then even when you are here, you have a very clear picture or image of that object at home, and but that is only a conception of the object that you have at home, like the bell, and it is that you have this like with an image, mental image of the object at home, the bell, and in the meantime, if somebody would then come to take this object away, you still continue to have this mental image of the object that you have had up to that point. So this mental object would remain in your state of mind. And then what appears to your mind, this image of the object bell, that is the appearing object. But then on the other hand, we have also the clinging sort of attitude towards that object, and that is another object of attachment or clinging towards the same object.
And
then His Honor says that the appearing object can be also explained in the context of the object which is being held by one's concept or mind, and then the object which is sort of to which that one feels being attracted to or cling to, that is can be explained in the context of being placed, one's consciousness being placed on that object. So when you have the object directly right in front of yourself, like the bell, and then you have a direct perception of the object, and in that case you don't have this adhering attitude to that object. This is completely missing in your state of mind. So then His Honor says that when we have to eradicate the self-grasping, then the object that we have to get rid of is the object to which that we have the sense of being attracted to. So that object of attraction, of clinging, that needs to be eradicated.
Today is a shenyu de la ta rangi truba nga nyabe shembachiyo da nga zimanga zindila no yu yo mare nga de musu no yu da shay nere tobe no yu nga ge tenji de yo de tenji ge di mare kimone yin sambe shemba de jongwo de is a shenyu de bangwo shenyu de bangwo je la shenyu sun chung su je ni pena labu de musu de de chi yin 사와디야 던샤나 고감루그래 사와마도네 데데그래 내가는 총총샤 사원의 사딘 던샤는 총바래 총바도 던베지바래 다나주 그 배생이 사와디 매바 줘야 될라 리바당네 코 안도 메도다 매바데 통과래 그 매바 통순 그 셴이 매바 통순거래.
So the His Honor says that the thing that we need to get rid of with the known state of mind is the subject of clinging attraction. This has got to be got rid of, and the image of the mental image that we have of the object will not have any obstructions. So this could be sort of left there. It will have no negative effect. And the way to eradicate is like when we, for example, uproot something from the earth, from the ground, like a vegetable, like a radish. If we pull it out completely from the ground, from the root, then it completely is eradicated. And in such a way that one has to make use of the reasonings in order to establish the absence of the inherent existence of this clinging to that object. So that is something that we should get rid of.
Kaza Raji Meba Gunjana, Raji Truban Zeba Bang Tu Yore, Tena Raji Truban Zebe Danze Gundena, Kaza Dame to be shared the Panshagman Rosam, Kuning Gedu Iza, Ji Shu Chun, Ji Manduri, Ji Shu Chin, Ji Yamduri, Tinted Jangridon.
So His Honor says that what it is in the way that we have the sense of the true existence, independent existence of the object to which that we are attracted to, and this is done by way of meditation on the selflessness of the emptiness. So in that way that it's eradicated. But when we sort of then contemplate on the self-grasping attitude, then also that we might think that this could have certain impact of destroying that whatever that we understand of the selflessness of the person.
Kansa ke dame gunguyina tawa de yang tabe tawa yinsa da meba tel riba yang da ribe tebe dongo be ne sure de gungja ge yina donji le la ngo sung tu tobe be ne ju ngo sung ji ne toba tame de peju yo dan zen lo shi yinsa ko la yang tabe de meba yinsa ko jevden ro meba yin du ko sang lu dong ge ze gungsha ne ngo sung tu do ju yo ma re ji dan ko ni che yo re dame gung na dan zen pong to re dan zen gung na dame.
So there's a big difference when you meditate on the selflessness of the object. Then since that you have can make use of the lot of the reasonings to establish that it doesn't have any true existence, and then gradually that you could develop the proper mental image of the object, and then gradually this will also be transformed into the direct perception of the object as selfless. And then on the other hand, if you think of the self-grasping, it cannot have any effect on the selflessness, understanding of the selflessness, because the self-grasping is some fabrication. It does not have any support of like the reasonings and so forth, and so therefore it cannot harm the understanding of the selflessness.
Dame to be shere ke dame ba to gi dame ba de riba dan demba ko lo long da ribe teba mo be ne su le yode dan jing jin ya de lo br to ne ko ru da ne go ma mo bo le me de is a cheber de yo re chung do chu zhe yin los ko mi de ngo ne cha de me be ju de ga ze gong sha ne
So when you meditate on selflessness, then you do it with application of a lot of reasonings, which actually accord with the true nature of the object which is being meditated on. And on the other hand, if you think of the self-grasping, it is only an exaggeration. It doesn't have any true existence, and so therefore it cannot have any side effects.
Ali Pazi Chung Tugre, Shira Joshalo Jung Nebe Shira Youngina, Goro Jung Chung Tugre. And then Tamen Be Chung to a Yungjumari. Chuyako Shane, Chotomako and the Sabu Kuyungre. Tanoko and Makam Rugre Mado, Koya Mendovere Yomari. Mechu Jine Yapasha, Koya Tame Jenbe, Rita Nazi Miraton to a Regio down, Tinegis, Kotame the Page Meva Indu. So His Holiness has given one example, that when you would boil a water, it starts boiling. Then finally, what happens is that the water in the pot then will start to dry up through the heat, and there's no way to transform the water into fire. This is not possible. And on the other hand, if you would make a little fire, this little fire then can become very great fire, and that great fire then could destroy a lot of things. So these two examples stand for the type of meditation that we could do on the selflessness and on the self-grasping. Rewa tsutu tu tu, rangwani tu. Tsutu tu tu siddhizana be rangwangi tu kore. Tuba sula ma tuba chi kore. Ta nga razo shine mekhen suku donye gombe onto chani chi xe alinghe la. So shine mandu kongla.
So first that we have to be precise about the object of negation, something that doesn't have any existence by its nature or under its own power, or sort of not existing independently by itself. And so for that we have two possible approaches. And one is that without having achieved the calm abiding of the mind, and the other one is that having achieved calm abiding of the mind, one can meditate on selflessness. So there are two possible approaches that we can engage.
Shine mekhen gumba godu be mebatam tingin zem meva yinza nga samba nga de be yakojitani yore ta de zeure te ko ba do zena yana phumbudan chi yana phumbudan khaga yogo kore chi na ta de ganrun do mene me songore yone de ile mande bare bena chi chu ganda gaina yana ta de yana chi yingo kore de is phumbuga de chi da ta de ka ba do ta gore Pumanga Chitu Yoga Yinani, Ta Pumbunga, Rande, Kazaka Dadi, Chig, Nanga Yambe, Nara Jembadi, Chile Yomada, Temaz, Pumbunga Chi. Pumbunga the Chi in the zoo, so and the Shi Duja Kangal Chi, Chame. The other Pumu Lion and Goda, Kangwata, Lavada, Yela, and Yela, Mamuyori, the Jede Chi. Today, Salodona, Tachi, Interzani Yomari. So suppose that we have not yet achieved the calm abiding of the mind, then because of that we don't have this powerful meditative stabilization, and through that we would then make a search for the self. Then we have to search within one's own state, like the firm aggregates, and then it has got to be either to be one with aggregates or to be different. It is got to be either one or the other. And then finally, if it is one, then we have 5 different aggregates, and it's also that likewise that we have to have 5 different selves with respect to 5 aggregates. But then this is not to be found. And so likewise, if one is to search for this self in the body, like in the head and in all parts of the body, one cannot find it.
So that then sort of proves that it's not one with the aggregate, physical aggregates.
다 본보다 찍도면은 가가요 그래. 본보다 가가이는 야에 나데 가바노다. 조지 본보다 가가이는 알리 고니 베가라 샤 루바 주바 세아르바 조지 본보 강이바데 네 조레스 등하다 코니 가가지. 소디오 도면 땅요 숨부데 가가지. 두시들은 두시기 소루 조순두시 세아르바 네 조레스 다데 데레 삼베 두시기 소루요. 대바 가가지. 부모가 어디 파파파 세는데 펜션이 있어. 부모가 줘서는 다 고된주고 대라고. 부모가 어디 세 사는 요마래. 된 잠지 콜라도 그래. 단도 사요 말다. 그걸로 자자병 알하는데 라도 괜찮지. 매가 동상도 그래. 되게 돈이 더 용어래.
So what happens is that if it is got to be separate with the five aggregates, and then one can, for example, prove that stage by stage, first with the form aggregate, then starting with the head, going through through all part of the body, and it's not it is separate from the form aggregate. So likewise, if one makes a search for the self with respect to three different type of feelings, the pleasant and an unpleasant neutral, is not to be found. It's to be separate from those different feelings. So likewise, the aggregate of recognition. So there are also 6 branches. So it's also got to be separate from those different 6 types of recognitions. So finally, then it's never to be found within these 5 aggregates. And then finally, one has the sense of completely being lost in a state of emptiness.
다들이 돈이 또 그래. 단도마도 바대요나 가잘 하디요나 가잘 니부 마중어래. 가자들로라 샤동 야부 마중어래. 다 가자디 야부 징이디요네 대체. 대거라 지도 도마가루도 매매 쳐버대 야부죠. 요나 지도 마가루도 마 부사자니 매바데라 니바 야부지 좀 그래. 아니 본보다 지도 멜로디 야부지세. 도마 멜로 야부지세. 콘주 제바 지도 존 콜란도. 라디오 돈이 또 그래. 돈이 또 용주 아는 하면 저항하면도 순나 전부 쌓여 있는 배 때리냐 버려. 가한테 연구요래. 대공부래.
So what happened is that so through these investigations, then when one completes the 4 type of analyses or the investigations, then finally one has the sense of completely being lost into the emptiness. So at that point that one has generated the understanding of the emptiness, and so this will then induce a special kind of joy, like as though that one has found a great treasure from the ground. But that is a very rare case.
메스나 침무라면나 나데 라데 나멘도 산베 셰나용고 롭한고요. 동상들도 셰용고래. 대야고래. 돈이 또 용고래.
And that is only in terms of a person who has a very great sort of merit, and then he would have the sense of having found a great treasure from the ground. But if someone who doesn't have that much accumulation of merit, then when he comes to understand emptiness for the first time, that he will be carried away by a very strong sense of fear. But that is also a good sign because of having achieved the understanding of the emptiness.
다나 알아서 도배 바다장에 가도 마가와샤 다니게가 도배 바다바 마이메 랑은도 주변 가도 바가샤는 리그리 바 상그레디 먼저 돈이 마도 바도 강한타와데 랑은도 주변 타샤와 마도 도배 바다바 가도 카가자는 너 두고요 말이 심리샤 두고요 말이 돈이 아버지 또 손이 제네 라지 주변 발라 차디 아니 나잠진도 대켄사진도 준도 아산이 제네 나데 도배 바다마도 라지 마루바 여바데 아니 요토네 소니 그레마도 돈야마도 공네 대매와이자 군이 첩지게 가네 야가요.
So the at the moment that whatever appears to one's mind, and whatever that we impute through our mind or through our concept, then we have the sense of establishing true existence. And since that we have not yet gained the understanding of the emptiness. But when we do, then through the experience that even the idea of I is totally sort of imputed by one's concept.
Yama Sireg Tate, Jermuchi Yusa shooting set. Kachu son du Kedu no Zonja Suki Jermuchi Sona, Taje Jene. Kongo Donia Dosore. Kongo Donia to the Mamendu, San Shenan Chambuchone, Shene, Lamsan Nazadus Temere. And then Sachi Yoimere, Nishine, Jermuchi is in it, and Jermuto Nivajoya, Kutonia Doson Gumachuyore.
So at the time of Jermuche, that he was giving a lot of teachings at one time in a little monastery above where Sera monastery situates today, and there were a lot of disciples around to listen to the teaching, and among them was a great teacher, Nosan Gyatso. And when Jermuche explained the emptiness, Shunyata, then he had gained the understanding of the emptiness, so that had caused him to generate certain fear of himself having completely sort of lost into emptiness. So he pulled sort of his robe, the Dhamma robe, and that was seen by Jermuche, and he was very pleased for the great progress he made.
Keru no zonja su yuma be yang be keba chimbu domba yin to be drube on chu chimbu chabare jang hong be sun nal ni re yore jang lu san ni je on bu yi jin na ke lung ju gar do men so ran se ran ji chu dan de ngoi shi tan yin ci gi jin be ga ja da ran lu ja ba ri be ka be de ta je o ma chimbu de ga tu me nam zu da je me ta lang gang Rano Lola Tanza Madoba, Telelos, Junzi, Yumentor, Sevezimu, Nezo, Nevebar, Sejini, Rano Susu, Toba Dazanshi, Tabazanshi Madob, Yeve Gaja Tamu Makena, Chizam Jeja, Nitsitavali, Junze Papa, Mever, Dagi, Kumus, Janino, Jerumuchige, Jinju Le Chunyo, Pesani, Bekeba Chimu, Memamungo, me in Reba Yandraching, Jibutamba Insing, Tindele, Gaja Tamu K Matoba. 东年带了跑，然后日本怎么成不起连着的？东年要不去多嘛，都跟忙不重要的。但这要一张空个都是送个要的。大家他们他年这个今年这个大家他们让留下边叔叔到边打仗，让个六个派六六个见那个家姐说，哦对吧？我们被里边过，对吧？他这个我们全部饮食嘛都，然后日本呗，都是那么年看吧，好像有嘛的。 Tenebe Gaja Tamu Makeba Tos Tende Yungudu Jose Odrube Nisewe Tawaris, Donia, the true Tangi getting Donia Maimba, Donia Nisewe Tawa. Regadus, the Yimba Dago, the Yimba and Kojumus, then can she true but Congo Coire. Tenesunyo, Janadatus, Kacham as a lingua menu, Tali, Tenere, Tang a Pechixia. The Yushana. 龙的马扎，这个把下有看起引不着，去给有看起，他人不的人，中北中西北人，没家人，没把叫呢，新个的没把叫做高了，没学大没把叫的对，你新个那了都啥不起了头呢，学个家的，太码头做个，可能做个听个没多少代价选择了。 按照修行嘛，自己听一下的，学的吃，学家过，结果嘞，但你知道的也吃过，但现在都是懂，可能你那边看没懂，俺做了一下，但俺过了一下上课，这个今前年做的性格呢有，或者学到家了呢，啥那个呢不来用的，不来用呢，俺去学的，这不行，去学性格嘛的，学了学不起了。
So, so there was a case of a lay person that who was once plowing his field, and then he was using certain animals we call them zo. It's very powerful for plowing, and then one day that it stuck to a huge stone under the ground, so he couldn't then pull through, And then he was quite sort of upset, and then he sort of whipped the animals, and then by pulling by the strength, that wooden thing for the ploughing is completely broken. So that has very much sort of upset him. So he left. He left the place and leaving the animals on the field, and went to Lhasa. And then there he became a monk and learned the practice of Jö, the practice of the cutting off the bondage of the existence.
Then Jö don't go change sim ya bo gu. Then the Zö be ma zhen xian so le sha cha jin ba dong de liu de be de ni be sa shu tong shu su Jö de dong ne ti men bu zhong.
And then through the practice of Jö, that he was able to meditate on the bodhicitta, enlightened state of mind, and was offering his own flesh and blood as an offering to the spirits, gods and demons and so forth.
Then the Tsucha Dani, local party, Jabu China de Jö Dong de, and the Tsubucha, Bemetong Gudong, Major Guja Samis, Shivuchi Jiba Juna, Jiba Juna, Duri Chena Dong. Tandoi bed Tsucha Chimbu Junza, and the Jö paying some. Then the cool land of money is out. Could be Hatrabuji March in the Vajaver. Tibing Marwa, they do it, and need my gauge. Touch a shower doing to Langas Saguri.
And then he was doing meditation in the southern part of Tibet in a cave. And then he began to receive a lot of serious indications, the dangers and the fears. And then he, at the beginning, that he recited some wrathful mantras of the deity, but they didn't help. And it started also, it kept sort of coming to him these indications. And then one day, that he heard a sound which says that you will be eaten within the next 7 days.
That's how we do to the good nigger Sagiona. Tang and Hard on Kachan Chomen do Tele, the Ringalang and Joe without Don Sambachane. And Joe Koranyani, Soja Cheru, Cheru Shabudumba. Shabudunga, the Koran Namli Aja and my Uber which you
And then he thought, since that he has only 7 days to live, so that will not help him to just go on with the reciting of the mantra. Instead, he thought it would be much more helpful to engage in the practice of Jö. So when the last day came, the 7th day came, that he had the feeling of being lifted into the space and then being thrown to the ground. So he had this kind of feeling.
Yeah, can't do that. The Shane and Kumba Marong, dia Trenbe, Mat Joy Marwa. My usual Dama Mavari, some that may somebody. Marhon de Lavery, Gajam de Lavery. Then Mava de Tonya Dovery. Then my maybe query, Massa, but I can't know the day over what they say already true. Tama made it so. Then Chuchu de Kayom, jumping in door. Girl, son cheated the chin day or yam, Tanga was from Chin do Karina, and the young good day or young agitated Desha Kenza some. Then did say go to Yomari. Not read that again no year horror to Yomari. Then it's in the Yata, and the Tonya Tanya Gati, Tazang Gati, Tonya Dover. Sansha Shoga, Puguchuchi on the chat said there. Naturally, no jet with Totsamba Tolo Shabam Bugis, one nation Chujong is, Chongoma Sonrogis, then actually Chile do injury.
And so what happened is that so when he had the feeling of being lifted into the space, that he was very much frightened. And then, but finally he was also happy, because he thought that through this throwing onto the ground, that this idea of the self is completely sort of destroyed. And so through that he realized the emptiness directly, and all these feelings were just illusions. And then so he sort of laid on the ground there, and then finally he felt something is still there. At first he thought that the self, the idea of self, is completely destroyed, but then finally he felt something is still there, and then he looked for it, but he couldn't find this very strong, powerful, forceful self which used to be in his heart. This is completely gone. And so through that he had completely realized the emptiness. And then after a while, there came a little child with a white dress, and he offered him prostrations and then asked him for his forgiveness for all the bad things he had done. And that child turned out to be one of the protectors called Nechung, and even told him that he would, from there on, he would help him to assist in every possible way.
And
then this little child with the white dress told him that if he would make an offering of torma, that he would then give all the possible assistance in his practice. And then the type of offering he made was a changbu, that is a little dough that needed being pressed through his 5 fingers. So that was offered to these protectors.
Then the Nejung Chili Druva Imari, Nejung the Lume Misolaba Sushin, the Shema Chila Begatonia token Najuba Zachum with you yourself, Chili She, Memambuki Jinja, Kenta Jack, Hemamu you, and Konguya Nation with Yamato, where thought Chula Bashechon.
So what happened is this protector, he spread this talk to all the people around in the village, saying that in the cave is a great yogi, and so a lot of people came to see him, and then through that it was for him a kind of interference for his practice.
Then the Kongo Gumbaji Yada, Nejung, Socha Geneva, Sana Java Dingal Pensha, Gambe Tawatu with Troll Sunsha. Takonga Chile Rua did Sana Muneti Resha Samne, Chomba de Mayu, Chonga Chile Mus, Ankoran Jusa de Maju, a turn chimber. My Nejung, which you know that you can let Bacheche Yunser.
So then he thought for a moment, and then he found out that the serious indications that he had experienced while meditating in the cave, so those were the real assistance that this protector had given him. But after that, after having made offering of the torma, then whatever he had done was just out of ill motivation and wrong motivation. So he was quite upset, and then he left the torma, the changbu, and then he left the place.
Lama Jigget Nejung Tangior, Mama, Nejung Ship, then Kuni Drogo, Yawachior. Tajuma Lama Digge Karina Tading Shejumidu. Tandi Yita Chi, Monji Shori. They all should have Nejung will call the Bache Matosun. And Nejung, the Gongo da Melam Nala, Russian de Kenji, Renin Ruba, Joe will huge on lost channel, Ludone, Nahalia Periswanchi, Melam Jori. Take a rest of the Nejung call a Drogotan, call a Yungu Yunju, Be Lamro Yunju, Bache Jenny. Teach you in the Congo the only shoes had the Nejung Bachi Masuzan, and the Huni, Chile Coma Nune, Chimbari Sachi, Loju Jiyong. That is shame of work. Did Lama Jigi Sanya Cheba le Conato do Netizabasat, Nejun Leo, Jean Conado do Cheba Pugiority. Similar than Nejun Gash Jenny, Takuba Manila Conado, common Zechus. Similar to Lama de Soja shower. Then Nejun is Maril, let do what you in the Secretary Shadach and that. Terechi Jomari, Taku shows when you only shows once. Lamasha and Kuni Dal, Kunda Mito Gilia, Joya such a person. Town got a jewels. Terechi Jomari, Kolamoshi de Shijo. Teresia Nituine. And George Wong and you all there at Hotel's. Catch a Luju, that's when I appreciate it. Remove Tandadi and Shea, Tony, Shenia Mado, and get Tony Toma, Tony Jovich and the Gontong Ketchery.
So the explanations what Rinpoche had given is for those who have not yet achieved the karma abiding of the mind, and in what sort of meditation they should engage to first to find out the object of negation.
There is 신에게 가는 공부래요. 신의 공부 신에게 나는 내 돈이 되고 그래.
So after that, when one is being introduced to the nature of mind, the state of mind, then this should be done with the based on calm abiding of the mind. So that should be used to introduce oneself to the actual nature of the mind.
다음에 해야 될 지도력의 텐시스 리버지 가장이 지쟁이 되는데 처방이 도령이 세야들이 다들 많이 메리바 마무요 텐리지 텐시 유명진고 모지진고 세야도 텐시 몸부 상동 사요래 그래서 먼저 신의 메켄스고 동바지 토마서 라브리 나진리 다 신에게 공을 끼는 동야 돼 생물자야 돼 대상도 신의공 신의토 신장의시 신의의 심드자만의 메와 등에서 땜부치야.
So so his Holiness explained just a brief reference to the different type of the reasonings that one can apply to eradicate the inherent existence of the object, and then the other possible approach is that is the second approach, which is based on the calm abiding of the mind. So one needs to cultivate these first, and then after having achieved the mental and physical appliancy, then one should look for this object of negation.
나로라 냐 녀우슈 냐 추유도 바수도 추요고요 말이야. 추디 가가 되거 냐루고요. 다 나제 셈디 신에게 띵에들 마요제. 신에 띵에들 제마르와 제베 준디 좀 싫어지게 다주신다. 사동도 싫어리. 싫어지게 나가 시베 다 랑이 주지 나디. 나디게 내수 근데진도 사상동 거래. 야 다저 뭐요나 신의를 유로 지도나 야 신의를 제제 대마요 제도 공원에 나들라 다제제도 단단한 지도를 전에 리든 리그래.
So what happens is that an example to be used here is in a very clear lake. Then there are many little fishes inside, and when they move in the water, they never shake the water. So without shaking the water, they just move about in this very clear lake. So in the similar way that while remaining in a very clear meditative stabilization, one maintains powerful mindfulness. Same time that one applies the power of the wisdom, which is the insight, and then tries to check on this idea of self, this grasping attitude, and then when one sort of over applies this analytical wisdom, then you should slightly make it little strong, and in such a way, in a very skillful way, then you should make a search for the self.
지부 랑신 잠버다스 참이시베 공부부 지부 랑신 잠버다스 공케게 지부티게 랑신데 거리레오데 잠버다스도 잠버세야베 데르와 파잠부 본 잠버세야르고 베 렘바메바 베 또바 정부군 다쇼죠 데카르다 그래서는 어데네 달로데라 내수다 베는데로 지부 랑신 나나나 신의 공케게 다도 돈이 공개 나게 랑신데 근데 이제 내수 근데 내기도 로라 근데 농구도 어디 배 저저 따네 다 로라 나야 랑신 주가 너무 요래 랑신 주가 너무 요나네 아니 부모다 지도 마다네 니그래 배 랑신 주가 나야 돼 가네 나와래서 아니 부모가 초바장라 나가 시베 다바 될 때는 나와래 대인자 다질 때는 나와래 대인 부모라지 주가 통화리 요마리 부모라지 주가 민도 삼바고 야 부모라지 주가 다 다질을 때는 또 다바요 또베 하다 잠거리 다바 처고를 주도 통하다 토보일 메긴도 시지와다 신기 부모를 메인도 시지와도 놀래 숨을 제제 좀 싫다 어다 된데게 메인자 다장기 샤야게 베투세야 케요는 뜻은 나오시래 삼바르비체 고문네
So then one should, using that analytical wisdom, one should make a search for this self, and then try to find out the actual nature, the way it appears to one's mind, and then what appears to one's mind is the true existence of that self which appears to one's mind, and then gradually one can also make a search of this self with respect to the mental and the physical aggregates, whether it is one with those aggregates or separate, or whether with respect to the different bases of the designation, one should look for this self, and then using also in investigation, using the name, the label, and imputations in such a way that you maintain the search for the self.
다시 다요 도마 초바지 리 파르나가 시다바 장마인베 나라시 주바요 말이 대연나서 되는 제고요. 신내를 냠버자 생마요 이제도 시력이 제로들라 지부 컨트롤 뒤에 처리 소야 돼. 너 되는 데로 지부 강사가 나셔야 돼. 네 고루로 소나라 치토스마 위지 지부 컨트롤 뒤에다 많이 권도요. 그래. 강주 사초 매롱 나카 남시 주래 자자 지부 승엔들 강주 뒤에 공부를 지부 나가 시다바래 다 노르드는 류다 셈니리 류가 지부 말에 스미아리 지부 말에 가사 말에 나 말에 류디 나 말에 스미데 나 말에 류신이 초바야 나 말에 류신이 초도 나이나 파다정레마도 랑어디 말에 강주르리 지부 말에 사 랑거 류지 사이 칸도 나 말에 중아 말에 맹아 말에 롱아 말에 남시나 말에 나카가 말에 사세야데 샤리 샤더르바 추세야데 타당 추세 매세야데 저 롱세야데 우 남시세야데 사지게 셈 나가세야데 카다 나다데 이공 동바유베 동샤데 나가스 그래 어다 강주 뇌발 때는 지부다고 다다가 나je 다제 제로 전주로 소단 자세 다마인수 다네 르바 차마인수 소양아 말이 짜야 말이 세모야 말이 르고야 말이 차양아 말이 너무 배경만 이나서 너무 도양아 말이 배경아 말이 추세야 말이 나야 말이 다네 샤던 무메데 샤양아 말이 무나양아 말이 루첸 다장 다마이 노주 다장 다마이 전주도 시라스 시자요 다네 치사제마이 저던 롱야 다마이 보감마이 나고도 나시 주죠 다마이 시지부 다가한테 나한테다 류시지 강 르바라 소바 사베 차야 마인바 추이 강 차라 소바 시베 차야 마인바 소노 지오는 강티지 바지 메이 강 저기 차야 다마인바 류지 롱강 탐제가 나오는 자주에 양식요에 랑신기 대한 지부 마인바 류지 고동수 보관하지 지부만 단디 사초 매롱 미게 나버 시발라서 어디에서 제니 차시에 강가 송요 다들이 저고 말이면서 다나지 차시에 강가로 세는 디야가 말이 당강강하냐 베랑신 유튜브 가디 가반도 도스 팀메도스 팀메바 베레리 정우디 팀메베 동상 메가들 냠르샤네 시럽디게 동상 메가디고 야다가 나지 조다마이 다니 소소 조데마이 샤 오마주보기 시트제 상도나 조다마이 소다마이 두시다마이 두제다 나시다마이 샤도다 아니 부모가지 어다가 나지 강주우지 어디는 차시에 강강한 걸로 살로돈 다지 마무지하네 신에게 공을 자는 많이 제도 되는 차시에 수도니 봐 시력이 다지 제거래 수로 조무고 다 조서세요 말이 류기 차시 가대죠.
So using one's by remaining in the meditation of the calm abiding of the mind, one should make use of this analytical wisdom, the insight, to search for the self with respect to the different elements in one's body, like the six elements: the water, the earth, water, fire, wind, and then space and consciousness. And to establish, like it is said in the Shantideva's Guide for the Bodhisattvas, he says that to establish that each of those different things, like what you find in the body, like the teeth and then hair, and the blood and pus and flame, sweating and heat and pores, and all the part of the body, each of those are not the self. And then finally, so when you establish it's not to be found in all of one's body, then you remain in that meditation of the emptiness. So that is the non-affirming negative of being able to establish the true existence of the self within one's body.
Ta pumbunga pupena ali mambu yore de pumbunga le chajana pumbunga da mainza ta da ranshin juba chi yona pumbunga le jemba yona da kola naju da shijuchita yomaria duje yin shoji mari duje sunbe chenyi jiso ji jewa gaba neba be yendu juro gawas jiso chenyi jiso ji de pumbunga le yore ma do pumbunga le logo da ran de yoshin mari 어디 내게 리바나도 타야버로 또네 오만 주발에 손배 가르스레 게리 폼보다는 디치데 마음에 다자 마모주 다니 제스뉴도 제란 주바 신지 로면 주르스 폼보다 이나 폼보 마모요는지 다 마모요 그래 다 제스 주바 주르 그래 폼보 제스 주바를 세로 대 리바 오만 주바 시세보요 데레담베 전주도 손야다 강가야 다 폼비 차시 줄류지 차시 생비 차시 마모치네 tisu rinva sene dama imba tjane gajab rajirwa loli jane tish sherabgi shijengi tsene to shenele nyambar jabe ngoni tajio du shegores tajio jine mani bari erchune kola nyugun erche yang chegi jane paruji tajio koron jebe jengi sen yuju padar jane tajio ge choi jane shenjong sarba jiji yore sunrochi tade dushabi jedo jiram tagi 주공전에 다지마 신의 것은 주공전이 주공급에 내착그 정부의 현장 지역으로 현장이 되어 다 대응원이 제와서 제도지 좀 현장 지공주요레스.
So what happened is that through the repeated sort of use of this analytical wisdom, the insight in search for this self, then at the end of each of these analytical meditation, one also does the concentrative, stabilizing meditation. So this could then induce sort of a new or fresh pliancy of the physical and mental pliancy as a result of having gone through this process of analytical and stabilizing meditations.
또네 제바제고 야이 제바제기 때문에 세루 누구래 제공제네 배 신에게 배 냠을 냥주게 거니 시력이 제공제기 다 제도지 정배 류신장 심신장이 되어 다기 신에 들에 셰스르지 신장 다 나je 야 류신장이 되어지죠 대체 손은 라동도 그래.
So even after the realization of the selflessness, still there is the need to use the analytical wisdom and insight. Then gradually this will even induce in stronger sort of way the physical and the mental pliancy. And when that happens, then one has activated the true insight.
냐자가 가는 수도요 마네 동상미와 리바 메바나바나 배 다조 차르지요 가바 메바 세신 리바 임바 체바 메바 배 주베 스미 뜨바 메바 당신 zem바 임바 배 셴유 배 단데르바 주다 초바 체원 마라 소바 다 남정레 마세야 미망고 소바를 마체버리 체원세야데 꾸베지를 정가 마무정와를 정가 제버리 진도지를 정가 쓰고마리 내가 너희 나세 신나 마부여발 나세세어리 bomba 남보 리데 마다 나세 정원 중심다 관심 신다 천다 뇌내라 송원나 가다다 pe naro ro ta o ta sobal ta be naro ke pe mangu ji ti ma pa di she yo ro ma ju wa te khunju lo tu ma re.
So there are many examples of the object with respect to an assembly, like a people. When we speak of the people, and doesn't refer to one single object but many together. Also, like a rosary. When we refer to the rosary, then in the rosary you find many beads being then strung to one single string. And then likewise, that when we use the forest, it doesn't mean that one single tree growing somewhere, but a lot of trees then growing in one place. So likewise, that you find many similar type of examples of objects which consisted of many different parts.
Ta jun da choba se ya so jeba chi ya ge nam zhong re ta gang ga gu ya min du wa. Marwa ge guru na la ni sun yo ro. Shar cho gong gen ram du chi. Ji mi ti chen bu ka jin ji. Ji xu ni je wa me ba do. Sen to ba ni la par sin chi es. Ten zhu zhe nyong me rang tong. Ko sun ma da ngo sun je. Me ku zhu ba de ne che. Ta dong ni la zhu ba che ma che se ya je ba zo ma zu de re. Ten ga zo ka bu re. Yong ju ka bu re. Je ba je ni je ba zo be de de. Junde ten ju lo me ba da. Chū tāngcā rāñjī chūmbē tūmbā nī būtē sānlū tōmbē kōtū tēnchōng tā tūmbā nī sūsū bā jīrū jīsū shārgī yuwa nē sūsū nōmbē kāla tōnyā lī jēbā mā dzō bārē wadi jī sōng rō.
So the Mabal level one? Mabi Swandi.
Mabi Swandi ndere shāchō kāngā nātō chē jī mē chī chīmbē kārīng jī jī chūnyā jīwā mē bā tōs mē chī bā kē sīngō tēnē jī chūnyā lī jīwā mē bā tōnyā tō chōng sōng rē. Sing tōmbā nī lā par sīng chē sī tō sim kī rāngu nē lū tē sing tōmbā tī lā bē lām sāng bē pā sīng rō bō chē bē jō bō chēn chōng sī. Tēndā rō bō tē chū chē nyō mē ngō tōng sō chū tāng chū chū bā tāng chē bā tāng sīng nyō mē ngō tōng sī yā tē ngā lū kē chā chē chī mō tōng rē sī.
So here in a song by great translator teacher Jermaba, he said that he went to the bank of the river Ganges in India, and then there he met his master Maitripa, and so what happened is that he had gained the complete understanding of the nature of the mind, emptiness. So that was what it contains in the song of the Marba. And so what Rinpoche is saying that when you through this meditation, when you gradually sort of gain more and more understanding in this direction, but if you would see the emptiness on the one hand and the dependent arising on the other, if you find these two separate from one another, that means still that you have not completed the analysis. You have to apply still more effectively until these two become one nature.
Tā nyāngshā kī kī chā shē, chā chī chī mō tā nyāngshā sā tī, tōng yé tō bī shī nē lā nyāmbar shā nē lā tōng tō. Shē lā sōng tī lā nyāmbar shā nē, shē lā sōng tī sū tī lā tōng rī bā nyāmbar shā. Tā jī tō kī sū jī jī nyā lē chōng lū kāng kā sōng rī sā, shē kū kū yō rī chōng nā. Tēnē yīn zā, kē rū sāng jē yī shī kī sōng tī tē kō yō rī. Kē rū sāng jē yī shī tī bē shēn tā mē rā wā chī kī sāng jē ngō rī. Kōng dā kē rū sāng jē yī shī kī chū kū yā dī yī sī yā yō mā rī. Keru sanji pechen to san chujen ke lama dire. Ko sonji porang nyaga wa, se kong bi jone ya ko sonji porang nyaga wa re ma to shenpa pen yo ma re. Tere yin zang, ndi songu yo re. Dagi kiwe shinya taji chenpa ma yinpa la yinpa re trapa tabu ma yinpa as. Taji chenpa ma yinpa le ya taji chenpa se ya tari sanji lama tsu sigi yo re. Tere bu menpa, tanda tenpe taji chenpa asung yo re. Sanje ishi shevji shega niji shedangu baas, ta sanje ishi ki shedi nema sundi de. Dona da giwi shi tanda tenpe tanji sanje ishi shega ni. Tandi sun yore. Kansha nato nzebo yungri na, tanda chu yin shen le duime cher. Sherwe nga to riba shuba la, tsi jin nyamar juba ema huwa suna shi tsi jibu dire. Kongsha Nado Zemba Yungri Naside, Namdo se Tobarwa, similar Kong Sharwa the Toba Tazan in but Shartuna, Nado Zemba Yungri na, Tada Chuni, Jen Jela Matuba Louis to Chayugores. Things are Omajuba the Tanya de Matos Jubat, Todan de Matojun Jubat, Tenina Kongi Mishiba, didn't know Lobelang and shoes, but then there is one at the and that it is.
And no new
La.
no new. So the I think you should have
Jodo Jumbe Shenegi, Jumbe Hatunchi, Tunya Tubel Hatunchi Gurva, things are Juba Chene, Rajim Eba Tubel Hatun Dige, Gum, Gumbegola, Raji Tuba Tanya Meba. Tobe Tazan Imbati, Shaggy or Tobe Tazan Shayundu. Well, Lola Kong, Sharo Tobe Tazan the Shayunguri, things are Konshanado Zaba Yurina, Toda Chujila, Chingishan, Tume. Quand il va tomber dans the Shayuna, Totama Maruba the Shayung.
So the through using this analytical insight, the wisdom, then if everything sort of appears to one's mind, that one in the sense that everything is sort of imputed by the mind and by the concept. So when this sort of thing arises in one's mind, then the ultimate nature is already beginning to appear to one's mind.
Tadida Tomani Chito San Cheba Ayuna Sangre Chevure. Tomani to Yode, Yanju, Ma Long, Tandia de Twin de Duyan, Tunjiti, Gajet, Tunji Kasin Gajet Javati, Meva to Sarrede, Gajet Tunjiti Lolisha. Rumura Mene Rumura Tunji Shaya Yorba. Tevano, Tunjiti Ajan Tipe Mevadia, Tajichin, Jebe Dagitini, Gum, that Jodo is from Mission, Latundum, Shenjo Matu about the Gungo, Tito Nani, Latun Tover.
So his Honor said that even if that one has already gained understanding of the emptiness, still there is the need to maintain the analysis through many different sessions and always sort of maintaining the mental image of the object, and such as like the horn of a rabbit doesn't actually exist, but one can at least keep on having such a mental image of an object and then try to maintain that until it induces the physical and the mental appliance, and at that time the actual insight is activated.
That's so. Marasula Yunjuna Hajanga Kabure, Kaya Karesana, Tonya Tobe, Tonya Mosundo Togo Marete, Tonya Tobe, Latung Jongo, Latung Gum, Latung Yanja to Gune, and Jitoya Langumbe, Migisu to another Jatua, Nai Jitsu, Lasua, Omutu, Yutaka, Novata, Pandu, Stavakodi, Samala Ramon, Maruba, Chavadini Wari. Kumar Chevijaja, Kumar Chevijing, Jito, so Michila, so Sodu. Sodu sat Miganash Navanaji, Luganashi, Ijinashi, the truth, Tanashi Trulemeva, Sodu, Yuta Vesula, Sobasu, Datu, Riju, and Java, Content of Shayunguyane, Tisu, the Shis, and Vataji Cheva, and Tane, Denver, Denon, tell a Denver Tongu, Denver Noat, Denver Maruba Yimba, to Soda, Soata, Melamta, Chunog, and Davata, Sunyatabu, or Tinde Yimba, or the Shaigun, Tenjung Sushavior. So the so this sort of this sort of meditation or analysis should be maintained, and even in the even when one is no longer in the meditation analysis, and even in the subsequent times, that one should always remember or maintain the powerful mindfulness that whatever appears to one's eye and whatever that one comes to whatever possible objects would appear to the six different type of consciousness, that we should maintain the lack of true existence of all of those different objects. That Tenjung be Nasu de Shidu, Tomba Yelanga Chirno. 동바 니에게 동수디 랑지메 수디 셴나 댄중 줄리수 자제게 나자 태벌 네바치르도 코니 지루지리 샤고 댄주 다와지면 돈이 또순 렌데를 지주 치르도 비요 렌데를 지주 쳐나je 동바 니에게 랑지메바 네바치르도 비요 이내 뒤도 단도베 돈이를 네임이야 가르스 그래 제가 조금에 왔다.
So the more you develop the understanding of the dependent arising, then the better you can understand of the emptiness. The more you understand of the emptiness, the better that you can understand of the dependent arising. So these two then help help each other to induce the other. And then in this way, that when you bring better understanding of these two aspects, then that you will have even better, preciser understanding of the law of karma. But still, the analysis is not completed. You have to maintain still.
더 동의 지제가 저월도 개바 표도 첨바 손으로 정말 야고지 다공 뭐냐자도 공 지토도에 제바때치 마제바 용토고 말이 제르무치게 동의를 제바 줘봐도 용사제 인송요래 주된리 제바 줘봤던데 내나 송요래 가르스래 라우즈나 송타라 너와 땡질 호메바다 동바 켈렌체 고아니 지세 수수노와 데세다동 다동 토베 고마 도바메스 이러바 너와 땡질 네번저 레주리라 소와 호메바 데다 동바 켈렌체 고아세 동바세 추단집에 라면은 마루바 고아니 카카카가 나근도나 토베 고마 조디메스 나시 린조 메바 지처도 땡질 밀로 통화 잠니 닝이시 유진제도 고시나스 다 나시티 공네 땡진지버 줄린지버 주 산로 코르다가 라지메 바상 티가 베라지메 돈도 시토 근도나 대안에 제바 조바레 송고 대수 알리 용주 카보레디네 세야요만 모노 자나네 발랑토 선지제려 제어레 선지와도 발랑토고 발랑마토 공네 대 땡주 제바 조고로와 이나 돈이를 미비 사통지도 대바침이 조람토고
So the point that where one actually completes the analysis on the emptiness is a very difficult point, and even in case of Jirmuche, that it took him a long time to complete the analysis on emptiness, and he made it very clear, and in the short text which contains the three principles of the path, the renunciation, the bodhicitta, and right understanding. He says that when one comes to understand just by seeing a fruit or result of a cause, then is being produced by the cause, and instantly have the understanding of the lack of true existence. And then that point, that one is completed the analysis of the emptiness. So one just one measurement, that when one actually can complete this analysis on the subject of selflessness.
오만 주발에 대신추나 타제 동나야 동년 달레로도 지어줘. 대만이 소랑시 매매지 대다다바 많이 제바미 송요래. 다들 돈다 동바된죠 된죠 동배도 송고요래. 대인장은 졸로라 차죠 동년마도 괜히 차야요 말이. 모두로 추나 동바 예시나 조던데고 대바가. 무사리 전대 무사매주 리전데 매주 소요. 가르사니 랑제멜라 티베고 라메데진지 중기 미니치네 랑젠도 젠도 다고 지원데 파조나지 레드 중군 다다 treju bas 랑제 메베 던도 루제 때와데 덴중세 덴디도 손주베 랑제 메바이 덴디 임베 처리 제버바 랑은 루바 메데 줄렌데 부주베 처리스 덴지 버주와 임베 처리스 루제 때와 데레 오모노스 다 조다 마와 샤마 속에 랑제 메바 동배 되는 마크리체 덴루구도 속해 신자바 영어라지주 라제 마루노 줄렌데 주니 메테리스 준디 임베 주세제 라지주스 Konda ranga sinye maju yang ro ranga sinye jugu de ranga sinye maju de juni mete biches. Chesante trosa uma soge rangé me ba to be thap yodo me to tenjung gu de rangé me la tribo gu la me tenjung ji jung ke sa. Mi ni chi ni rangé den zena tenjung gu mi de rang le ten ne be rangé den zeng ge yoda al ha de to boy ores. Da gu chi onde da tel be chi o de la de ne to ni to be tho gar che dong gu ores. 돈이 또 더 요즘에도 단중으로 단중을 미 거르베 라지 주베 존zel에 개원 사대다 또 걸로 또 바지 내 더면도 와서네 다들도 버버래서 다고 지원데 파초나지 레드빈 종원다 다 되지 봐 최지 주베 람선데 더 건근에 떼어자스 배 파초 파바나지 드버치빈 종원 된다던 제와 도바 존데데 추나 투 제베 더 도바니라 쇼야기 더시 갈때도 그랬어 toda tindere da tere she toya mari kun ko toya yo mari da de go zi jana tomba ten ju go da ten ju tombe da sha tu na ya shu tere son roji.
So the point that we need to bring about is that through our own meditation that we should be able to bring these 2 points together. On the one hand, the emptiness, understanding of the emptiness. On the other, the understanding of the interdependent origination. If these two then stand side by side, supporting each other in the meditation, then that is one of the aims of meditation.
Yume shine tala gyöne ne tade ume ribe chönne ji tanze mide taje ji je chujin jube yambi shiro denye do luru jabran zos shine de taje shoya sin mayu age taje ta tel gyöne ani chono ji ge ani chese donggung de da shönne rike ne dal sebe zuru jana shine de tare ani ta de shönne chonji ke ne joba no je shine ge dal meyu je do ribe je ne 아니 다르데 다베리베 선내지 다른 미데 다른 수도 다다다 체단이 그 미데의 시기네 또 많이 또야 그 제도지 수좀 싫어들 대라 봉쇼스 신의 도산이 돈을 줘버지 대다 줘버지가 되는 제도를 제도지 정비 루시 현정인데 이거 토수나 하동 토버레스 돈일미 돈일레벨 하동 토버 돈일레벨 공중지가 태버침비 줄 초란 줄란 저도 펴 숨어도 되냐면 신내를 공중의 미토요 말이.
So it is said that by using the calm abiding of the mind as like a horse that one can sort of mount on, and then using the sharpness of the weapon, which refers to the analytical, the wisdom, the insight, and then through that all the extremes or all the different extremes should be removed of the object, and then finally inducing the physical and the mental appliance induced by this insight, and at that point one attains to the stage of the heat or the warmth of the part of preparation.
That is
So this is something very difficult to explain, to understand.
Teba chimbe lang cholang jolang tholang golang melo lang je lang nga nye thuge lang nga raji ge lang la de nen de le pu che tu su be yong chimbu ta de ma do xing yo ma ru ju ge je le le yong res de yo yi zang ji de zhe su zhe ji ma je ga me chong re ma do go to ya chen ye le ya go ji ma da no go go ma re de ine shine go do de she cha re shine go to so na jeba chelo do nian le ge she ba na ji jeba shine ge nyam re ja jin be ma ni je na 아니 하동게 더다도 용어레스 아니 생모대야 생지게 자지 치몽을 주지야 돼 용어레스 대 용어레도 사주랑아 줘야겠나 라 아기 니버트 사마도 레요 말레스 졸라나 마도레요 말와
So what happened is that there are still a lot of things to be learned, such as like the different stages, the 5 different stages. The first one being the part of accumulation, and part of preparation, and part of seeing, and part of meditation, and part of normal learning. And to know these, that one has to do a lot of studies on this subject. And so actually that where we have arrived now is the point that we have only arrived in the second state, that is the path of preparation, we have achieved the insight induced by the mental plane, physical and the mental pliancy, and one has only attained the second stage from the 5. But so the type of the will or the desire or the expectation that we have is that to follow the part of the secret mantra, and without having to follow the paramitiyana, because that will take a lot of time, having to accumulate for 3 countless aeons. So instead that we are trying to follow this part of the secret mantra, and when we finish the completion stage, then we also be able to induce this powerful states of mind. So actually that we have found the swift path, which is the part of the secret mantra, but what is actually absent is the time. The time for the practice is very little that we have. So even that one hopes to attain the complete stability of the generation stage, then one has to do it with 4 sessions a day, and in such a way that then one can attain this stability within about a year, and then one is entitled to practice in order to achieve the calm abiding of the mind. So the way to do this actually precisely the meditation on the generation stage is 4 sessions a day, and in that way the first session should be complete by the time when the sun rises. Then you should have already finished the first session, and then the second session have to be finished before the midday, and then the third one is to be completed before the sun setting, and then the one after that. So thus we have to maintain these 4 sessions a day, and in such a way that one has to meditate on the generation stage. But it's difficult that one would find time for that. But then also that we have the possibilities to meditate on the completion stage, and also that we could meditate on the inconceivable stage of the Tantra, and we can also meditate on the transference of the consciousness. So whenever that we do this sort of things, a lot of imprints will be accumulated by those meditations.
Dimjo da nenjo ma niga chonere ma jone chigre chile nyale ya hoja ha de uzu je drona gunja bale han du chewa de pen chigres la be rubere ngas che ne kuni dimjo gi saju na la be ruba son yores
So whether one is able to practice Vajrayogini and Chakrasambhara together, or whether one could sort of concentrate on one single deity like Chakrasambhara, one of the most powerful practices is to the recitation of the mantra. And it is said that just by reciting the mantra, one can achieve the highest aims. So through the power of the practice, if one is able to get to the land of the Draconis, then it is very easy for one to attain full enlightenment of the Buddha. And also it's very a powerful position from there to benefit the sentient beings.
And
if one is able to do a little retreat of Vajravyarava, it is said to be very powerful for clearing all type of obstacles and interferences, and also it's a powerful purification. So if one is able to recite a little sadhana of Vajravyarava, it is very good. And then in addition to that, if one is able to practice the Thara, it's also very good, because it's very easy to practice, and also through that one can eradicate a lot of dangers, a lot of fears of this life. Since the Tara is a deity of the different activities, so it is very powerful to practice that, and that this would make it possible to take rebirth in one of those pure realms of Buddha.
One of
the main reasons that why we are not able to receive so much blessings is that we do not have very firm kind of faith and confidence.
Mami shikal seya chiores. Mami ganzo magi chimika shabu chiordon. Tema zondu sebu shuji ngore shikala kala. Tega najin sanje temba de nokal sebu temba chita jiore.
So it only says that one should sort of put into practice as much as possible. And it is said that when the teaching of the Buddha would come to an end, then it especially sort of in a very forceful way would be flourishing. And like a butter lamp, when it's almost done, would be dying, then it becomes very clear. So shortly before it finishes.
So the
this time that it was said that when the Buddha's teachings would especially flourish, that refers to the land of the Shambhala.
Shambhala temba taya tene penchen paden yishigi Shambhala lamvi siyata twa penchen Shambhala dapu de chire kema.
And the great Panchen Rinpoches then used to be the great lamas who have very close connection with the land of Shambhala, and also they have written the guidebooks for the ones that would like to get to that land.
Paden tembe nime tu la Shambhala ge riden chi chindon ke ni kong Shambhala riden la jeda phusa chindon le jas kongo ge chiba chi shawji chi Shambhala le pe ni shabu dun to su kor res.
And at the time of the great Panchen Temenyima, then there was enthronement of a king of a Rinden, and at that time the Panchen Rinpoche actually went to that country and took him 7 days to get back.
Riden sa Shambhala ge jeburi. Riden nishitanga ma to yomari.
And the readings are all the kings of that country, and they're all together only 25 readings coming in succession.
Tani riden mangaba peche zoro menro ni sanibari mangaba imbayu zaniba imbayu.
So at the present, the 22nd king, the 22nd, the Jelbo or the king of that country, which is called the Mangapa, the unceasing king.
Pade debe nima riden chindole pedu shamalala riden chindole ngajeda pindu yin so ne jada shida do chiba chiga tren subyo chigi yin su shevchi chi pedu kura so ngajiru kujiru zongbe kura mangu ai wi shokson kura mangu dara jin tasor zongne tashlo mun maaje tijalo pa sadun dhari moyor odma pevre.
So when this great pension left for the land of Shambhala to offer a kada to the new king, then he went with many officials, with many assistants.
Pension ruchimi zuchu nangare mato takaje ngazu ta shani Shambhala leju kayu Shambhala ge tala kongru ge koyor kongru nanglu choyor de nanglu le Shambhala de la peman de man shi pende je ge sala chodan kongru ge je yor ji da da ri den ge chungchiri 제거들이 중바 밴드 레르 돌 제거 중이 제거 고주고요.
So what is the so it's actually sort of quite impossible to get for an ordinary being to that place, and the whole country is surrounded by snow mountains and many different lakes. It has the shape of a lotus flower with 8 petals. And then in the center is in the very center of that is the palace of the king, and that was surrounded by 99 little countries.
Tinba pendo de tangji ba pedu ani tajlim guda ganga tashin taju tonne juma simba pension peyo ni le pene ni nari rije pige lale ya zashi koronzu june lazile de pata du sapigi jolo ton ba be mingi jonse rimari jila panjezi ma to ma juma chi so logu juma re kudasu lo yo pension ru chin je ga shun de ya me za sanwa che ko sang ju yu se ga che re.
So what happened is so many high officials of Tashi Lambo monastery have followed the Panchen Rinpoche, but then what happened is that when went after him, so the Panchen Rinpoche with one assistant, they went sort of very fast over a pass of a mountain, and then they couldn't sort of catch after them, and finally most of the attendants have to return to Tashi Lambo monastery, and they have said that Panchen Rinpoche was in a retreat, doing a retreat.
Panchen Rinpoche Shambhala le pe ni ani shevche le cheba ni juju hong porang le pe sondu andi wa mema yin ro tine yo zan shevche she ne shu ta ma ne bare gu gu ji dewa yin bare ani Panchen Rinpoche ma pe paru la ya shi ji ge luma korong gol ma tu ni shi dong ji paru ji ta de te rewo shi ra ji yo rewo ji to ni ko ama lu re.
So when Panchen Rinpoche got to the palace of the Shambhala king, then he left his assistant there at the door with the horse, and then he went into the palace. And then his assistant was very much terrified by the place environment, and he sort of didn't dare to look around. There were many non-human spirits walking about in the palace garden, and then there was a lot of fruit trees. And then at one time that he picked one fruit and then put it in his pocket.
So in 7
days they were all back in Panchen Rinpoche was back in the monastery, Tashi Lambo. And then what happened is this fruit his assistant brought with him from Shambhala, land of Shambhala, then it produced very good smells. So that fruit was actually could be seen until 1959. It has the size of one cubit long. Huge fruit. It is one of the myrobalan fruits.
Santrashlam chunje rudu arunaje yere yores ka jalu mi manya sachila khada pumbuchi ya jajun shi arunaje yolma ite arunaje gamnala chu petam tamjama che yolir.
So actually it was said that this fruit was kept in a little pillar, and so everybody would go there and then make the offering of kathas and so forth. But actually it was found in a little box, kept in a little box.
Long do chang pongkar buchi trashlambo lamri sunchula pedi animaja arunaji jagadongro na suni ane trashlambo chonjat kura so tamja kashi gamnala toyu de chimanga sang chima yabundo sa ni trudu soro koba nale ru yebe suruchi rinton chokonji dos.
So when Judge Pamuka was in Tashilimbo, that he said that he would like to take a look to this fruit, myrobalan fruit, and then so in a great ceremony they opened the box and then they took it out, and it has the length of about 1 cubit, and it was dry, and then one could hear something inside. If you would check it, something's moving inside this fruit.
Kongi shevchi sodo shevchi tela kongbu denyi bachi tishen chugu chiyore kongi jeju rasha kongu tishen chugu mani chedoi gelong nyangdu nyama chigla jao tuden jasu kundu la tsepoda la drubai ani nga luchi khalma du koram pangu samare karsa ige chu ringu te jusha ke to shosa ya chi ko zalendo ke che shen tseji mani a je jege ma je bad phade tseji ke che soni mama lo yumbi da sha tsare lama sha tsare ngani lo lendare lama ya buji chabiran da bambu chizi yore shirano kyauji mari.
And that was witnessed by a friend, by a classmate of Jajir Rinpoche, Tejin Troko. He was from Kongbo, and so they were ordained at the same time and at the same place in the palace, the Potala Palace by His Holiness 13th Dalai Lama, and same age. So then he was able to witness of this great fruit at the time of the visit of Jajir Pamuka in Zhang. So when His Holiness met his friend, so they went on talking all night long about these things. And then there was another the same type of fruit of myrobalan fruit, something that was being used by Milarepa, and that was also about the same size, about 1 cubit.
제가 아르나게 된 아주 주신 아르도도 주신 배 처마리 텐데지 튼디요. 다 내가 나중에 깨지 쇼를 용 샴발라게 내려. 다 뒤주고 리덴데 라마론도를 무시래.
And then the king next to that, the unceasing sort of the great king of Shambhala, is the next one is an emanation of a great Tibetan saint called Longdol.
Longdol lamar bucha maji sanje sarawa, chanshusima chipharawa.
So actually, Lama Longdol Rinpoche is a full enlightened being, and his emanation of great bodhisattva called Chupak. And the his assistant is called Abutak. And so that was the in former time that was great bodhisattva Tatumu.
Lama Longdol Rinpoche Sonshu Nadu Sonshu Dwe Shirakabu Yabushu Nongurva Yawaji Nam Desha. There's a marin Yawati chance. Jim Shoya Shibu Yomari, Nado to June, don't Chuchi.
So when when great Longdol, when he used to give teachings, he was very strict, and he always had just near him, he always kept a little stick. So when something went wrong, then he didn't smile very much. So he was always very serious when he gave teachings.
Pension Muchukundu ya Shevchilia Don, Mare Sandwich, Sanlo Toya Tondachi, Tin Ruben Duga Meduga, kanaro nas shuga dongari.
So when he before he passed away, then he sent an assistant to visit Benchen Rinpoche and told him that he had one sort of one wish in him, and please then check whether my wish is going to be fulfilled or not.
And Benchen Rinpoche kalentela tana rumu de churang la baris mingengo nuba tsala a song sho lab sho a song bai bari kuzere mingengo nuba tsago ya za jang shamba la ge jebu che ai ke nuba che bar wo ko odi song yo.
And then he got a message back and saying that whether that your wish is going to be fulfilled or not is fully in your own hand. But then, but that you are old, but with very great desire, and that is reference that he wished to become a king of Shambhala.
Longduro bishe sombo na la Shambhala ki korla ashebe minge namjang che yong. Tena la Shambhala riden je yo pojang. Te so la tungo chingo lo lang. Te so la konto sombo je zhongqir je chen su dang. Da sombo cheba jonga la tungo on chajen yo lu da. Teba Shambhala ki be lo yo jeba song yo.
So actually you find in the works of this great saint, Longdo, a very nice description of Shambhala.
Yerubu chige sombu su pela sune par shinla par kuju mara kone kanuma su juba chene kene Shambhala la yerubu che sombu be chenye jongsa sha song yo.
So actually before the complete works of Lama Tsongkhapa were printed in the wooden blocks, it was already distributed in the land of Shambhala.
Saje temba nokha darasya de Shambhala ge temba yin song yo.
So that is why it said before that the Buddha's teaching then would completely cease, then it will greatly sort of flourish for a certain time. So this refers to the land of Shambhala.
Darisan charan chu jeng zo khuda ba de che de che gu re di na tu so khore jeng ge ding ge je le je wa khabu re je ring le temba to ba khabu re yin ji mi jing ha ge lam ji le lo go re je ring to wa ji ge jang sha chun zo ring gong shou be ya gang ge le ya ba sha ya shu mong ba na Shambhala le ji ge re de de be zhe chuo chu be zhe lang to chuo chu be ba sha de ge pen ge re su ne o da long du ge su de yo re.
So Longdo Rinpoche told in those days, he taught his disciples that it's difficult to develop powerful samadhis, this meditative stabilization, and it's also difficult to bring about great realizations from the side of the generation and the completion stages. But whatever that you could meditate, then you should do it, because this will leave imprint to take a rebirth in the land of Shambhala.
There is something as she ni jiro che ne chi che ma to ne Shambhala ge be yo bu bu ji le ji ka jiro che ne chi juma de la sang ji ge.
So even if that we would follow these practices, and that would make it possible for us to take a rebirth, not as a king but as a servant in that country, then that is also very good, because then if we do that, then in about 2 lives that we could get fully enlightened.
Today so charan so shine adu minru che kale je de ne rodon rogu mare sang du ne ine magong si me. Da na yin cha xin zo chen min chi mu da bu ne cha xin de su da gang lu ge cha chen shuo yi je cha chen ge re ne shuo ji me wo je ai do lu ge cha chen shuo yi se ge de ji du se ne shuo ji me wo je shuo ni shuo yin pe ge shu se gang wa na sha yo ji ni.
So His Holiness says that you can meditate, you can try to achieve calm abiding of the mind, but whether you are actually going to have success with that, it is another matter, it is a different matter. And also that you have received the explanations on the Mahamudra with respect to Tantra and with respect to Sutra, but if somebody would come to ask you what type of teachings that you have received, then maybe you will have to say, I can't describe it anymore.
Tama marisa lama de she su de na ko me do chi. Okay, mi shinga ko go chi res lo.
Or you might have to say that although I have received some teachings, but I haven't understood it. or that the Guru was not able to explain it precisely.
As them would say, yeah, Tony Jebaja Gulu the doors the Shingrava, Shambana Toto Gum, Pachanisha, and the song Hampiana, which is ya, Tijigina, Pacha Javere, Marazo Begon, Jan, Toba Jolly Jenny, Salandria, the Kore, Tinet in the Giva Jayundu, and the Cassing a Seba. Chinda Beji Mama Pacha, Tembu Chigdachun Tore, Makasin Luju Shemba, Tizi Jamanzu Pacha Shiraja Sare, and George Mayawu Yungure.
So that was only a joke. And then, so you should try to put into practice as much as possible, and especially the tantric practice. And then, because the like the example Rinpoche had given of this this lay person Pelche, from a very little amount of imprint from the past, what a great result he had achieved. So when we compare to that, then the amount of imprint that we have left through the practice and through having listened to the teaching is very great, and so that would definitely have very good results in the next lives.
Tali Chaching Tini Toba Sundachiri, Sheti, Nyati, Toyo Mari, Gugia Mari, Tasani, Zedamani, Tomo Dome on your, Tomo Mambo Lujiji on your. Lujiji on Shunani, Lamenejo Chachin Dogo, Mangu Yomari, Shukun the good Sun Yori, Chunjuchi.
So that was the a rough, sort of brief explanatory commentary on the subject of Mahamudra. And then tomorrow His Holiness will give the initiation of Tarachitamani. So there are two different types of initiations. One is the common one, the common initiation of the Tarachitamani, and the other one is the initiation into the body mandala of the deity of Tara. And then for that you have to recite the text of Guru Yoga, which is only 3 little pages.
Ta on shunyen sola lameke on gore. Sandu jeje demjo tindeke onjen shumanyuna tsidaman ta kajuma shusayoma da kajuma le onjen gogudo kunyin suchibare.
So one of the foundations that you have to have in order to receive this empowerment is that you must have already received one of the great initiations, such as like the Goya Samaja or Chakra Sambara or Vajravarava. It has the same sort of foundation like in the case of Vajrayogini. You must have already received one of the great initiations.
Soju sani chusu nibal sumbal soto chibi. Dewa shogan hazan do sagre.
And His Holiness will give this initiation tomorrow in the afternoon at 3 o'clock.
Chusu dumba truba dumba jeba tindil sadugre.
So it will be finished around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the evening.
No, you wouldn't cheat it.
Right.
No, you wouldn't sit down and cheat it.
And then after that, His Holiness will give a commentary on the practice of Tarachitamani.
Chi shunani, la menejo de Jemba Kelen Chi le Kelen le Runji Kelen Wari. Kadu de Vina.
So the commitment for taking the commentary is that you have to keep on reciting, practicing the Guru Yoga of Tarachitamani, and then in addition to that you will have to do a retreat sometime after. And if possible, you can recite the sadhana of Tarachitamani every day. And it's not sort of obligation, but if it is possible, you might make a special offering to Tara on every sort of 8th of the month, and so this will then help to fulfill all of the wholesome wishes that we have, and will keep sort of one free from illness and so forth.
다 뒤내지면 레소. 야.
사제 베제 쇼신 나타나 산제 신도 미테고
도관남다 신라제
쇼에당 고르잖아 만자나 관 오게와 네